welcome to today's lesson. Our new lesson today is on finding the volume of pyramids. So after today, you should be able to find the volume of a pyramid. So let's get started. The first thing that I want to point out is that there are two types of pyramids we're going to be working with. The first type is called a rectangular pyramid, and the reason that it's called a rectangular pyramid is because the base of the pyramid is a rectangle, or it could be a square too, but most important is that it is this rectangular base. The second kind of pyramid that we're going to be seeing are triangular pyramids, and the difference between a rectangular and a triangular pyramid is that the base of a triangular pyramid is going to be a triangle.
Like what?
The definition of a pyramid in words is the volume of a pyramid is 1/3, so the fraction 1/3, of the area of the base. And I want you to notice that the area of the base is represented with this big uppercase B. And we're going to multiply that times the height. So again, really need to pay attention to the fact that the big B is going to be the area of the base no matter what the shape is. We are going to need to determine if the shape is a rectangle, which is just length times width, or if it's a triangle, which is going to be 1/2 base times height. So here you can see the formula, and again they've got it written as volume equals 1/3 base times height. But if we were doing a rectangular, you would want to use the length times width of the base times the height of the pyramid. But if you were using if you were trying to find the volume of a triangular pyramid, you would do 1/3 the area of your base, which would be a triangle, so you'd use 1/2 base times height of that little triangle in the bottom, and then times the height of the whole pyramid. So it can be a little bit tricky, so we're going to do quite a few examples together. So let's start with our first example. We've got a pyramid, and it says find the volume of the pyramid. To find my volume, I need to use the formula 1/3 of the area of the base times the height. I would say the first thing that we need to do is to figure out what the shape of the base is. So we're going to take a look at the picture. So I've highlighted the base here, and I've just written, you don't have to write this, but I've written that the base is the shape of a triangle. So what we need to do is we need to use the formula for the area of a triangle, which is 1/2 base times height. So we're going to look at this triangle, and we need to pull the measurements of base, which right here is 4, and then the height of this triangle on the bottom down here is actually 7 centimeters. So I'm going to substitute those in. Now we need to simplify this down. So I know that 4 times 7 is 28, and then I need to multiply that times 1/2, or I could think of it as divide by 2, 28 divided by 2. However you think of it, we end up getting a base of 14 centimeters squared. So up at the top, you can see I've subbed it in up there. The area of the base is 14 centimeters cubed. And now we're going to continue on so that we can find the volume of the entire pyramid. So the last thing that we need to do for substitution is we need to find our height of our pyramid, and that is going to be found right here, and they give us a dimension of 6. Now we've got a little bit more math to do, so we're going to do 14 times 6, which gives us 84. I'm going to bring everything down. And now I need to multiply that times 1/3, or think of it as divide by 3. And it's going to leave us with a volume of 28 centimeters cubed. 28 cubic centimeters, so that is our answer. So I realize that this next question is a you-do question, but I feel that because this is such a new concept for us, I'm actually going to do this as a we-do together so that I make sure that you guys kind of get a good feel for how to do this process because it is a little bit intricate. So the first thing we need to do is to look at our formula. So we need to find the volume by doing 1/3 large B, meaning the area of our base, times the height of our pyramid. So we need to first look at the base shape of this pyramid. So again, I can see that my base is the shape of a triangle, so I need to use the formula to find the area of a triangle to find the area of the base. And that formula would be 1/2 base times height of that triangle. So coming over to my triangle, I can see that it looks like my height of my triangle is 7, and then the base is 5 inches. So I'm going to do some substitution. So 5 times 7 is 35, and then I'm going to take half of that, or multiply by 1/2, or divide by 2, however you think of it. And I'm going to get a base of 17.5 square inches. Okay, now I'm coming back to my regular formula, and we've got volume equals 1/3, 17.5 for our base, and now we need to multiply that times the height of our pyramid, which is a height of 7 inches. I'm going to multiply 17.5 times 7, and that's going to give me 122.5, so we're getting into some decimals here. And because we had, this was inches squared up here, times another inch, we're going to have inches cubed. Then we also have to still divide by 3 to get our volume because it's just a pyramid, not a prism. And when we do that, we're going to round a little bit. We're going to get 40.83 cubic inches. And that's the answer for that you do. But because it's so early and we're just learning how to do this, I wanted to make sure you could see how it's done. So check your work, and hopefully you're starting to get the hang of this. Okay, this next problem is the last we do question that we're going to do together, and then the rest are going to be for you to try on your own. But this one says the pyramid of Kukulkan in Mexico is a square pyramid. So a square pyramid means that it has a square base. Its height is 24 meters, and its base has 55 meters sides. So its base length and width are both 55 meters. We want to find the volume of the pyramid. So the first step is to start with the formula. So our formula is volume equals 1/3 area of the base times the height of the pyramid. So first let's look at this big B. We're going to find the dimensions and volume for area for our B. So the original problem tells us that it is a square pyramid. So its base is a square, and its base has 55 meter sides. So it's going to be a square, and all sides are going to measure 55 meters. So the area of our base is going to be 55 times 55. And that is a measurement of 3,025 square meters. Now we need to continue on and find the height of our pyramid. It told us right in the problem that it has a height of 24 meters. So I'm going to substitute in 24 meters here. So now we're going to go ahead and do some more math. We're going to multiply together 3,025 times 24. This gives us 72,600 cubic meters. Bring down our 1/3. So we're technically going to be dividing by 3, and that's going to leave us with a volume of 24,200 cubic meters. So that is the answer to the third question we're going to do together. There are 3 more left. We have this one that is the volume of a pyramid with a height of 12 and a base with 48-meter sides. So you're going to be using a square pyramid on this one. You also have another one that has a picture where you can clearly see that the base is a triangular prism. Triangular pyramid, because you've got a triangle here. And then finally, the last question you're going to be trying is another triangular pyramid with a triangle base. So go ahead and try those and have me check your answers, and I will let you know if you're on the right track. Be sure to have me take a look at it so I can get you your 5 points for today. Good luck, guys.